Hey friends, and welcome back to the Reddit Rainbow, y'all. Go ahead and grab your vibes and the lights. Let's just jump in, okay? Because I just would love to know what y'all think about this story. I would love to know now. In fact, Slappa, post a story as soon as you can on Friday, bitch. Like, anyway, am I in the wrong for breaking up with my boyfriend after he came out as asexual because I don't want to waste my 20s? Mm. One does have a question. You didn't say that to him, did you? You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're the asshole if you broke up just because you do not align anymore. But so let's jump in. Yeah. So I, 21 female, have been with my boyfriend, 23 male, for almost 5 years. I'm going to gloss over that. I'm just going to gloss over it. A few months ago, he came out because I think they were both kids. I hope they were both kids. A few months ago, he came out as asexual. He told me he'd spent years trying to convince himself he liked sex because he thought it was expected, but he finally just accepted he just isn't interested in it. I told him I supported him, but privately, I was freaking out. I'm only 21. I don't want to spend the next decade wondering what it's like to be with someone who actually wants me. I don't want to have to ask for intimacy knowing he's only doing it out of obligation. And honestly, I don't want to be in a relationship where sex is basically off the table forever. The thing is, I never told him any of that. Ooh. We're not starting out great, Opie. Instead, I started pulling away. Communication. My children. I stopped initiating dates, spent more time out with friends, and found myself checking out other dudes. I even caught myself thinking I'm too young to settle for this. Last week, he asked me if something was wrong, and I finally admitted that I did not think I could stay in this relationship with someone who's asexual because I don't want to spend my 20s feeling sexually frustrated. Okay, so you did tell him that. God damn. Oh. Ugh. He looked absolutely crushed. He asked if our entire relationship was only worth as much as our sex life. And I said, well, kind of. It's a pretty big part of a relationship. I don't think that's what they wanted to hear, OP. I think they wanted to hear that you love them more than sex. But, oh. But what can I say? I mean, the OP is only 21. First relationship, it probably sounds like, you know what I mean? But honestly, in that same breath, good for you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck you're looking for. Go get it, bitch. Go get it. But also, that's fucked up for OP, goddamn. He started crying and he said that he'd spent months terrified I'd leave after he told me and that I'd just confirmed his biggest fear and I ended things anyway. Now our mutual friends are saying I made his coming out all about me and that I basically told him he's unlovable unless he can provide relations. I don't think that's what it meant. But I can see why it sounded that way. I still think that I made the right decision, but I also know the way I handled it was pretty cold. Cold is an understatement, OP. You went straight up ice. You might as well have just ghosted the poor fellow. You know what I mean? I do hate that though. It's most unfortunate. Like, there are so much better ways to go about that. Like, yes, like I think I would be with you. I think that it would be the end of the relationship, but I think I would find a better way to go about it. You know what I mean? I guess this is just a cautionary tale, y'all. You are wrong, OP. You are very wrong. You are the asshole. You are wrong. That is terrible. But it is a cautionary tale and possibly a canon event. You know what I'm saying? Because how many times in your life have you not said all the things you wanted to say and then you fucking regretted it? It's a canon event. It happens to all of us. I wish it doesn't even matter the circumstances. It could be somebody that you care about. It could be something like this where, you fucked up a good relationship, or it could be something like a parent, you know what I'm saying, that died. You know what I'm saying? There are so many things that are left unsaid and we regret. You know what I mean? That's why I always encourage people to just say the fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like my favorite meme, my favorite, like, whoop, my favorite Steven Universe meme. You know what I'm saying? Think of what you want to say and then say it, because I will never regret telling my father how much he meant to me the day he died. You know what I'm saying? This is not okay, OP. There are better ways to go about this conversation. You could have quite literally said what you said right here. I'm only 21. I don't want to know what, I don't want to spend the next decade wondering. I don't want to have to ask for intimacy knowing that he's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? This is a cautionary tale. I hear you and I respect you for being honest and open with what you want. But that was just the most worst way to go about it. The worst way to go about it, especially to someone who is just so fresh in their transition. You know what I mean? And transition can mean anything, guys. Don't stick to that word, okay? Transition is a transition from this life to your next one. He came out. That's a transition. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what these comments are saying. Any reason is a valid reason to break up with someone, and a lack of sexual compatibility totally makes sense for a breakup. Totally. You definitely made the right decision. If your mutual friends believe it's okay to be in a sexless relationship, then they can date him. It is a very big deal, in my opinion, and a huge part of relationships. Okay, but I think this person's kind of like missing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the friends aren't aware of the OP's thought processes. Is the OP even being forthcoming about their thought processes? Is it possible to follow up later? You know what I'm saying? Or has too much damage already been done? Sometimes you will be the villain in someone's, life, So I'm just like, is there any way for you to just have your final say? You just end it on a good, positive note. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think this is the right move, though. Like, well, they can date him. Well, I don't think that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? The person wants to be surrounded by people who give a shit about him and not just about sex. You know what I'm saying? That's the big issue. There, no, I feel like that commenter didn't quite get it. So I'm gonna take my fucking like back, bitch. Anyway, you're not wrong. Your ex was finally honest about its sexuality. That was your first opportunity to reevaluate your relationship in light of that new information. See, look, transition, staying with him would have been a mistake for both of you. Why delay the inevitable? Again, I hate to be so blunt about it, but I mean, it's true. It's so good that you are so aware of yourself. And the worst part of this is just simply you didn't communicate well. Like, all your reasons were valid. You weren't being a terrible person. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe a little, maybe a lot, honestly, maybe a lot, because you should have broke up immediately. You should have said something immediately. You know what I'm saying? I will say you are wrong. I will say you were the asshole, because all it takes is just a simple conversation. Hey, babes, I don't know if I can do this. I love you. I'm here. Okay. But I need sex, okay? Like, I'm just saying, guys, I'm just saying. There's a reason my two children were back to back, okay? I like to fucking have a good day, all right? All right, guys. I can't I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts. I can't wait. I hope y'all have a really good rest of your day, though. I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts, though. I don't think that the OP is wrong. I think they're wrong in the way they handled it. I think that they should have communicated. And is that not the moral of the story? Most of the time, right? All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I hope y'all have a good day. Slapper!